If your brain doesn't shut up at night when you're trying to sleep, then this is for you. Because nothing will ruin your life faster than waking up tired every single day. This took me years to figure out, and it completely changed my life. Sleeping is something that gets so overlooked. Most of us are constantly going around life on a day-to-day basis, half awake, having 4 to 5 to 6 hours of sleep, or even if we have 7 hours of sleep, it's not deep quality. It's causing most of our anxiety, most of our depression, the constant overthinking. Our bodies are just constantly stuck in this fight or flight mode. How do I know this? Is because I've lived it, and I thought there was something wrong with me. I thought that I was just naturally anxious. I thought that I might have been depressed. There were so many things that was just kind of impacting on my day-to-day from not actually taking my sleep seriously. Because once upon a time I was going out, I was partying and having alcohol, drinking alcohol, and I just wouldn't get a proper sleep. When I eventually just became completely clean, I still had these symptoms of anxiety and just feeling a little bit over the top, like just always in a heightened state. And I thought, what's wrong with me? Because people told me that if I fixed my diet, that everything would be fine, and if I started training, that everything would be fine. The truth is, training, diet, they help massively. They really, really help massively. But they didn't solve everything. The thing that actually solved everything was sleeping. I never knew this, but I was a horrible sleeper, and I did not know how much of an impact it was having on me. When I actually started sleeping consistently for the first time ever for a month straight, I did not know that that's what it was like to feel normal. Just because I was constantly in such a heightened, crazy state every single day. So I'm telling you right now, if you're someone that your brain just won't shut up at night and you're constantly overthinking or you're constantly scrolling and things like that, you are causing yourself so much harm, and it's not a very intelligent thing to do. So I've tried everything. Now, I've been on this journey for the last 10 years building businesses. The last 5 years I've been traveling overseas, living in different countries, traveling around the world, living in luxury, sleeping in extremely nice hotels, making great money. None of those things fixed my sleep at all, and none of them fixed my mood. I was constantly feeling stressed, anxious, and just in a heightened state. So anyone can do this, and anyone can actually feel amazing, because at the end of the day, health is actually wealth. Here are some quick tips on what I would do if I were you, if you're struggling with sleeping and you want to wake up just feeling completely full of energy. This is how I did it, and it might work for you. The first one, and the most obvious tip, is no screen time at least 1 hour before sleeping. So I used to always constantly check my phone just as I was getting into bed. I didn't realize how much that was activating my brain, dopamine hits, putting myself in fight or flight. So once I actually just stopped screen time for at least 1 hour, that was a massive changer for me. Just no screens, no TV or anything like that. Would sit in silence, either do a meditation, journal, or something like that. That was one of the biggest things that helped. The second thing was actually developing a nighttime routine. I did not realize how important it was to have a nighttime routine. I've been doing a morning routine for the last 10 years of my life, and I'm an extremely disciplined and consistent person. I will tell you that now. There hasn't been a morning in the last 8 years that I haven't missed doing a meditation. And probably in the last 8 years, there's been a few odd mornings where I haven't actually went and trained. The morning routine, it comes so easy and so naturally for me, but I was still suffering these symptoms of anxiety here and there, or just constantly feeling alert and not feeling any peace at all. When I started to develop a nighttime routine, I realized that this is what I was missing out on. This was the missing part from my life. Doing the same thing every single night. So for me, for instance, my night routine would start 1 hour before sleeping. What I would do is I would have a warm shower. Not a hot shower, not a cold shower, just a warm shower, just to clean myself, to really relax my state, and that would start to tell my brain every night that I'm getting ready for sleep. After that, I would simply light a candle. I'd turn off all the lights, light a candle, just so I didn't have any natural light coming in. and just start to journal. I'd start to journal about the positive things that happened that day, things that I want to achieve, and so forth. And this just allowed me to just really be present with myself. After that, I would just sit on my bed for 20 minutes and just shut my eyes, sitting upright and visualizing my future, the things that I want to achieve, the things that I want to do, the people that I want to manifest into my life, and everything like that. By that point, I naturally started to feel really, really relaxed. When I put my head on the pillow, I was going to sleep within 15 minutes, probably less than 10 minutes. And I've never done that in my life. And it was changing everything dramatically. There is a third and final tip in this short summary of how to actually fix your sleep, and that's to identify as a professional sleeper. I used to tell everybody that I was a horrible sleeper. I was a horrible sleeper, and I identified as being a horrible sleeper. I didn't realize that was one of the worst things to do. So here's a quick little trick for you that worked wonders for me, and it might work for you. I started to identify myself as a professional sleeper. What that meant is when I was going to bed at night, getting ready for my nighttime routine, I would always tell myself I'm a professional sleeper. It was a total lie, but after repetition and the things that you tell yourself, you'll eventually start to believe it. And that's how it works with hitting your subconscious mind. So when I started to tell myself this every night, I'm a professional sleeper, I'm a professional sleeper, within 2 weeks, I was going to bed and I was falling asleep within under 5 minutes. Following the nighttime routine, just unwinding and identifying as a professional sleeper, and I cannot express enough how much it actually impacts your day-to-day. Your relationships, the energy that you feel towards life, you feel so fulfilled on a day-to-day basis. And even if any problems occur, if you're running a business, or if you're a busy mother or father, whatever it may, the problems become so much more minuscule because you've got your health. And this has taken me a long time to understand with building businesses, chasing money, chasing validation, all these external things that I've been chasing, that I've had to learn that this is not the right way, this is not the truth. That basically health is your ultimate wealth. I'm telling you this from first-hand experience. You can take it or leave it. If you're doing a lot of things in your day-to-day life that's focused on having a good diet, meditation, or training, and you're doing all these things but you still feel out of place or not in alignment, and you just feel like you're not operating at your best, it is 1000% because it's your sleep. If you just try these 3 things that I've ran over with you today in this video, it will improve your sleep dramatically. And if you want to schedule a call to know how to optimize your sleep fully, so you're just waking up with full of energy, extreme mental clarity, that way you can increase your income, increase your relationships, your sex drive, your love life, everything changes with sleep. If you want to take it to the next level, then schedule a call with me, because I can share the exact same system with you that works for me.